Yeah, today I'm gonna teach you guys how to rope, explain the parts of a rope, how to do swing rope, and how to catch. The basic things you need to rope, basic ground dummy roping, you need a rope glove. This one's old and worn out. And a rope. Okay, so before you rope, you have to build your loop. It's simple. You just unspool the coil until you think you got a big enough loop. I usually use a loop. So there's two different parts to roping. You can head or heel. To head, you don't want that big of a loop, one that's probably about to your chest. And if you're heeling, your loop needs to be a little bit bigger, about the size of yourself. That's how big my loops I like to have. So there's parts to your rope. So you have the tail. The tail is what holds the whole rope together. So the tail puts together these strands. You can see the strands. This is a 4-strand rope, means that there's 4 tiny strands that are tied together. There's different grades of rope. There's soft, medium soft, medium hard, and a hard medium. This is a medium soft rope. It's one of the most commonly used ropes. But anyway, so you got your tail that pulls all the strands together. You have coils. You keep them in your left hand. A caution with your coils, you have to keep them straight. If they're all twisted up and stuff and you're catching like a live cow that's running away, you can get your finger stuck and you can lose a finger. And you don't want to do that. And then your loop has 4 parts. You have the top part, which is called the top strand. You have the bottom part, which is called the bottom strand. You have the handheld, which is this part where the two pieces of rope lay side by side. And then you have the very bottom, which is your tip. Your tip is what brings all your momentum when you're swinging your rope, and it's what you use mainly to catch. Okay, so for team roping, you have 2 ends of roping. You have the heading end. This is the heading dummy. Practice your roping the head. And then over here, you have the sawhorse. It's to practice to catch the back 2 feet of the steer in team roping. So the basic way to swing a rope is you like to have your arms straight, and then you act like you're kissing your hand, and then you're bringing it out. Kiss your hand, and then you bring it out. It's just, then you make that into a circular motion. Okay, to catch the head of the steer, so you use the same kiss your hand, bring it out, kiss your hand, bring it out. But you're not actually going to do that when you're swinging the rope, so you just like use that to swing your rope. But eventually you get the feel of it where you don't really need you just muscle memory. But it's, as you can see, it's like kind of what most of my arm's doing. So when you're catching that as steer, you want to throw your piece of rope like a ball. You're going to throw it like a ball, and you're going to throw it right here at the base of the right horn. And then the goal is to catch the horns just like that. Okay, so I just showed you how to rope the head of a steer, and if you noticed when I was roping that steer, my swing was more flat because you're throwing it flat across the horns. So when you're heeling, you gotta have your swing more down. So this motion is now up here, and it's this motion more down. Because you're throwing at the ground, you're getting the feet. So when you're throwing the rope for the heels is different. You're not throwing it like a ball. You're just like laying it in. I'll do it without throwing the rope. You just like lay it. You can see it comes around. So when you're setting the trap, as you can see, so here's the parts of the rope. You have your bottom strand that lays across the ground. You have the top strand that sits up high. And you have your handheld that sits behind the right leg. No piece of rope goes past there. There's a straight line behind the right leg. Your handheld doesn't go past this line. And then your tip's also over here. So then heeling, when the steer jumps forward, it's in your loop. And you caught. So I just showed you parts of a rope, the equipment you need. You need a rope glove, a rope, your basic ground dummies. Most people just pick one end and you only need one of these, but I've been roping since I was in 4th grade, so I can now do both ends. I showed you how to catch the basic way, just to throw at a steer. You won't catch guaranteed the first time you rope. It takes a lot of practice, but you just keep the swing, the nice open motion, and that's it.